Now, Anderson is a fairly handy surname to have in this cycling world, so our next guest had a flying start when he decided to launch his own team. It's a welcome to Arbitrage Racing's Tony Anderson.
Hello, Tony.
Firstly, do you have a Twitter account?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Shut it down. Just shut it down. Team owners. Tell us, how did the idea for your team particularly come about?
It came about after many years of being involved in the sport. I've been riding and cycling and racing since I was 13 years of age, so I've been around the sport for a long, long time. But probably about 6 years ago, I sat down with a friend of mine and we decided to see whether we could create a new pathway, a new opportunity for young Australian cyclists, and that was really the genesis of it. We created our first team, and then since then we've grown to really effectively 3 teams.
Yeah, in the beautiful Bianchi colours there. Is it the Celeste? Love that.
Celeste.
You found a lovely, Aussie Bob. I can't do every language. You found a great niche though, because I guess there is a void for where do the kids, the up-and-comers, come and go to as their next step. Because you don't march straight into a Tour de France team.
No, that's really why we started with the program that we have. We identified that really a lot of the young cyclists come out of their state-based institutes. And really from there, unless you get the opportunity to ride with the AIS and you've got a Commonwealth Games or Olympic Games ambition, but you want to be a professional road cyclist in Europe, where do you go? What pathway do you follow? So this team was about creating that opportunity, and so we've done a merger, created a merger with a Belgian-based team, which is Bianchi Lotto NHT, and hence the creation of Bianchi Lotto Arbitrage. And that allows us the opportunity to spend up to 6 months a year racing and living in Belgium and participating in races that we might not ordinarily get the opportunity to race in.
Just priceless, isn't it?
How old are these guys?
Our team under the Arbitrage Racing banner starts from as young as under 17 riders, and then under 19s, under 23s. Most of the elite guys in the Bianchi Lotto Arbitrage team are sort of 22 to 23 year olds. So they're right at that sort of perfect age, I suppose.
Okay, so it's not an under-23 team.
No, it's the combined team in Belgium is a mixture of riders from sort of mid to late 20s through down to the 21 year olds.
That's very good, because now in cycling you get the under-23 program and teams. These kids are really good at 22, but still haven't quite got to the World Pro Tour team standard. They're gone.
Exactly right.
What do they do?
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen some great results from Australians going to Belgium. Alan Piper, many, many years, decades ago. And we know that the style of racing, the Kermesse racing, is fantastic for learning bunch skills and the high speeds and just the volume. Are your boys finding it really beneficial, that sort of exposure to pelotons of 200 on a Kermesse course?
Oh, look, without doubt. I mean, the level of racing in terms of the intensity of it, the size of the pelotons is not what we're used to, and certainly it's been a big eye opener for some of the guys who it's their first time in Europe. So it's really been
it's a great learning school, Belgium, because you go to Italy and you're thrown completely in the deep end, but Belgium's so central. It's Northern Europe, Holland, Germany, everything's close, France, and you can ride those Kermesses, and you can ride a few a week. It's really, really good.
Yeah, on the flip side though, I mean, sure, you spend half the year isolated in Europe, but you're also based in WA. Is that an advantage, do you see, or is it still distance is a bit of a
distance has always been an issue for us in the West. I mean, we made a conscious decision to take this pathway into Europe as opposed to concentrating on the NRS. We still will be an NRS team. We're a registered NRS team, and we will race the back end of the NRS season when the guys come back from Europe. But for us, in terms of value for money, doing this merger with a Belgian team and spending 6 months in Belgium is far more beneficial for us in terms of the level of racing and the amount of racing that they do, and just the exposure to professional cycling.
The language, the food, the living in a foreign country. I mean, all of those things that can be really challenging early on in a boy's career or a girl's career, for sure.
Exactly. For us, it's more than just the cycling part of it. It's part of their, as you say, their life skills and learning to look after themselves. And we've got a great base there. The Belgian team that we've merged with have got all the infrastructure and support that we could ask for. So that's been a big saving for us to not have to obviously go down there and establish all that infrastructure ourselves.
So they get a few blokes in a house together, and
we've got an apartment in Vila,
great.
And they're having a great time.
Living the dream. Just quickly, is there a Jerry Ryan plan? Is that the next step logically for you guys?
That would be lovely. We've for us, I suppose the next step would probably to go continental. With a Belgian continental registered team. But yeah, look, we're always talking to other sponsors, and if that happens, well done. But
We wish you all the best. Terrific. Lovely to meet you as well.
Thank
Got
you.
some goodies for you as well.
We
I hope.
have too.
Hidden under
No,
the table
we'll
there.
get them later, though.
Okay. Enjoy those. They're
you.
coming.
Yeah.
And all the best with your team to
Thanks
have
very
soon
much.
the tour in the years to
Thank
come.
you.